No and no dollar. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the fucking channel. You know how we rocking over here. We got another little trade breakdown. I got two trades today. I made 980-ish, something like that. I'm not sure. A little under $1,000. I'm gonna show you here. Let me pop up a screenshot right here. Okay, and if you notice with that screenshot, the times are a little off. I'm on New York time, right? New York session, or just New York time. And so one of the trades I took in New York session, which for me is like the morning and early afternoon, and then the date changes after 5 p.m. And then I took another trade in the p.m. So the date is gonna say like 2 different days, but you know what I'm saying. For me, it was 2 trades same day. This is how much I made in that day, which was yesterday. And I'm gonna be breaking it down. I'm gonna go over this Euro USD trade first because it was simple and just super simple. I'm gonna get this trade out of the way, and then I'm gonna go down to the other trade and go into some more depth. All right. So obviously we're on, what are we on, 4-hour chart? Well, look at this. I mean, look at that. What's that? A big ass supply zone, resistance zone. We get above it. Look, I'm on the daily time frame here. I see a breakdown to low. Okay, are we gonna kind of shift downwards and start to see a big downtrend? No, we're not. Buyers did not like that. Buyers did not. They're trying to sell this thing down, or they lured them into their trap, you know? They lured everybody in and then they sent it up. Okay, so now I'm looking at this as we're breaking through here. Lower time frames are shifting bullish as this is happening, right? You could call this yellow liquidity sweep and then reversal. But basically, by the time we get above this zone up here on this 4-hour candle, by the time we're above this zone, we have already, had our structure shifts, our breaks of structure, and we are now confirmed, in my opinion, bullish, right? And if you look at the macro structure, it's been in a big downtrend, okay? And then we finally broke through here, broke these highs, made a new high, and we didn't come take this out. We made a higher low, right? And then continued up and ended up eventually making a new high. So if you look at the macro structure, it's boom, boom, boom. Little market structure shift, and then a weekly, weekly got a break of structure here, same deal. Been bearish, we got this break of structure over the swing high, move down. Am I recording? I'm recording. Okay, dude, I was about to say, I haven't done that so many times. Fucking forget to press record. Anyways, break of structure. Didn't take out this low, right? If it was a true bearish trend and we were continuing down, we would have taken this low. I mean, it doesn't always have to work like that, but this is a good indication. Oh, not this again. This tells us here, holy shit, that the bottom is potentially in, right? Because we didn't come take this out. We held here, ended up breaking structure, and now, as you can see, trend has changed. Anyways, I said I was gonna keep it short and sweet. We get above this fucking zone, and we bounce off it, and we get a beautiful little. This is a plus entry. Look at that. That shows aggressive buying, which is what I want to see at these zones. Aggressive buying, and that's aggressive. That's aggressive. 30-minute is that engulfing 1 hour. I mean, that's just beautiful. So that's the euro trade I took. I took it up through this high. Not a huge risk to reward trade, but it was still a nice win. Okay, and also at the same time where we were bouncing right here, the same time we were at support, look, this exact same time, 10 o'clock, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, same time we're there on Euro USD, we are at this resistance on the dollar index, right? So same exact time, 10 o'clock, and these are going to work inverse from each other. right? Because if the dollar is at resistance and starts selling, the US dollar starts going down, that then means that, you know, the euro is going to be stronger than the dollar at that point. Therefore, the euro USD correlation pair is going to move upwards. See what I'm saying? Because USD here in this scenario is weaker than the euro because the dollar is rejecting resistance. So that's going to make the euro USD pair, the conversion, it's going to go up. Okay? So if you are trade these USD pairs, EU, GU, you trade those, AU, NU, look at the dollar index, bro. It's actually pretty helpful. I've been experimenting with it, and I'm trying to find all the other current, like I'm trying to find the Japanese yen currency, like the equivalent of the dollar, you know. But because I got the Swiss thing here down here, I don't even know if this is like the right index. But the dollar index is good. All right, so that was that. That was that. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other trade, which was on NZD CAD. Now, this trade, it all started. Let me draw out the level first. We noticed we had this very fucking big level here. Okay, take a look. Big support, big resistance, big support, big resistance, big resistance, support. If we're above it, we're bouncing. If we're below it, we're rejecting. Okay, let me refine it a little bit more. Like, you know, something like that. We'll just do it like this. Just refine it a little more. Okay, now coming into like this, I've been looking at this for the past couple of days. Right here, I'm on a daily chart. I've noticed this level. I wanted to buy it here, right? Because the daily chart, right? We had our high. We didn't take out this low. Then we shift structure, upside breaking structure. I wanted to take it off of this first retest. I just didn't. I missed it. Didn't get my preferred entry. We had a nice move. So yeah, then we got back below it, and ever since we got back below it, at first I was thinking about selling, right? I was gonna use this level to sell. All right, let's see what would have happened if I wanted to sell here. You could have got a nice, you know, a little move, okay? But I knew below here I didn't want to sell. Once I thought about it and did some analysis, I didn't want to sell here. I wanted to wait for it to get back above to then buy. And this is where the high time frame market structure comes into place. Yeah, like I already said, we made that high. We're in a big downtrend, have a strong push, make a higher high. We come down. If it was a true downtrend, true downside continuation, we would have taken out this low. But we didn't. We held here, so that makes me think we're gonna start the uptrend, like so. And then after we didn't take out this low, we had that push back up, and then we had a shift up here. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm like, right here, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell here because if you look what's happening, we had the shift. We're trying to shift to the upside, breaks of structure, market structure shift. On the weekly, you can see it's gonna spoil it, but we had this break of structure over this swing high, then a rejection that held this low. We didn't take out that low, and if you look at the time, the weekly was starting to form when this green candle was like lined up with this. Imagine this green candle, weekly candle, is lined up with like you know what I'm saying. We started to form a little wedge here before this broke out. So I'm like, the weekly starting to form a wedge. Right, imagine the green candle is like below this blue trend line. We started to form a little wedge on the weekly. The daily, like I said, it fucking came up, didn't take out the low, then had another little shift, break of structure. Missed this trade, got back below it. See, the old me would have sold here. Oh, we're below resistance, let's sell. Then I had to step up my game a little bit, add some more tools in the shed, you know what I'm saying? Market structure, multi-time frame analysis, all these things. So here I knew I just knew. I guess I didn't really know. I suspected, but I didn't know because you can never know 100% in the market. You know, it does whatever the fuck it's gonna do. But I knew it wasn't gonna. I just knew it wasn't gonna fall off here. I knew it was gonna get back above, and then head higher just because of the way the structure's shaping up, forming and shit, and then the fact that this low held. Yeah, and then actually at oh wait, no, we didn't get there yet. But yeah, whatever I was saying, I don't know. We're gonna get into the actual trade now. Eventually, we end up breaking above. Okay, we break above, and I could just visualize this thing flying up. Just gotta get my retest, right? We wait for it to retest. We get the retest, and I took the entry on a 30-minute candle, and I had my stop below, like, below the level, not just below the wick. I had my stop loss below the level, and then we let it rip. I got in on this 30-minute candle. We had a big bounce here, but like, what the fuck is that? Some weird ass shit going on. And then we had this nice strong engulfing looking candle with some wick like this. Doji to the, not a doji, it's shooting, like a hammer shooting star or whatever. It shows it got balled up, and then this shows aggressive buying. We chopped around a little bit, came down near that wick. See, that's why I didn't put my stop loss there, because I knew it could have came here still. Like, if the trade wasn't going to work, it would come down here, you know. It could easily come right down here and then bounce, which it did. So that was the trade there. But at the same time, this is what I was going to say. At the same time that NZD CAD was at this level, you had AUD CAD, which they are very correlated. They move because the currencies, Australia, New Zealand, you know, pretty much the same shit. Anyways, AUD CAD is at support. Majors, like, let me just draw it a little better. Resistance, support, boom. Same time, this guy's at support. The trade I was taking was also at support. That gave me more confluence, you know. And yeah, that's how we do it, man. Market structure, support, resistance, trend, momentum. That's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know, type shit.